log on here and the damn thing says you can't turn the phone sideways. Orientation is locked. Uh, Good morning for you two or three people who are still watching this program. I am your host, Dr. Freedom. And I am a terrible, evil, old, middle-aged white man. Yep, I am an us or them channel. Funny how everybody calls it us or them when it's about right or wrong. But well. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I'm a bit depressed. Because in a move that should have been seen even by the blindest of chess masters, shit, Daffy Duck saw this coming. The Ford and all those other big guys have decided they're going to start laying people off in retaliation to the strike. And because we're technically on strike, those, if I remember right, those people don't get any unemployment benefits. There was no Series 11 to 13. Remember, everyone's ignoring that. But of course, I'm not allowed to mention that because it pulls on the heartstrings. No, people don't understand why I'm upset about that whole thing where, the regeneration scene won an award and everyone's like, yeah, it was for that last 3 seconds that, Tennant was in it. But I'm not allowed to mention that anymore. I'm just loving this stuff. But meanwhile, let's get on to some good stuff. People have been asking me, well, when do you think the specials are going to air? And I said, well, the most obvious answer on planet Earth is they're going to probably hold it off till around Thanksgiving weekend and put it as close to the 23rd as they can. Of course, as we all know, November 23rd being the anniversary of Doctor Who, the 60th anniversary. November 23rd, 1963. Oh, by the way, Ming-Na Wen, born November 20th, 1963, and still hotter than hell. But 3 days older than Doctor Who, baby. Okay, but of course, sadly, I also have to think of November 22nd, 1963, which is going to be the 60th anniversary of the death of President Kennedy. And we all, for the most part, know about all the lies and all that circling that. And I won't go into that because I can be on that for days. One of my favorite comments from a while back, how do you know, you stupid idiot? I said, okay. To which I messaged this person back, well, I'll tell you what, you assumed I'm an idiot. So let's one day have a debate of the story of Amenhotep IV, Akhenaten versus Moses. And we'll nail down all the similarities, their time periods, where they came from, and then we can discuss who's an idiot. Not. But, which I had to do one day at a flea market a few years ago. Lady G was in the bathroom, and I was wearing a t-shirt that had the picture of the funeral mask for Tutankhamun. And this guy come walking up to me saying all this weird shit. Oh, what is it? You believe in UFOs? Oh, you believe in that? And I'm like sitting there going, no, that's King Tutankhamun, who ruled the Nile from, I think, around circa 1300 BC. I can't remember for sure. I knew it then, though. And this guy just looked at me like I pissed on his shoes. And I'm like, so I basically gave him a look like, dude, please, just because I'm wearing a shirt with the funeral mask of a dead Egyptian king, that doesn't mean that I'm into UFOs. It's like talking about totally two different subjects. But meanwhile, yeah, as I said before, Ford, GM, Chrysler, and all them have started laying off people. And since we're technically on strike, they don't have to pay them any unemployment benefits. But of course, the union's still rallying. And like I said, I'm, whatever they say, I'll do. But still, I'm still allowed to question that, ain't I? But no. Why is anyone talking about Trump? The man's a bullshit artist. How do you think he's made it this far in life? Hell, the guy has lost more money than any of us will ever make in a lifetime. The only one got him beat on that front is Musk. And Musk just seems to be oozing money. But Musk, like I said, as someone once said, could have sex with a nun on national TV, and no one's going to touch him because he's America's only way into space right now. It's not like we're going to be hitching any rides with the Russians anytime soon. Okay, that I can agree with you on. Whose books? I did vote for Barack Obama. At least he sounded intelligent. He could make an intelligent speech. He had the bearing, the charisma, the stature a president should have. And then came W. But okay, that's a whole other thing. I don't like talking politics for the most part because like I said, presidents are just figureheads. They're there to take the blame for everything Congress does. I don't care who you are, whether you're Trump, Bush, what you got, all that. Yeah, they all have agendas and all that, and some of them agendas aside with the guys who hide in the shadows. But for the most part, you've got people who've been sitting in Congress for half a century, in some cases or more, and people wonder why things don't change. I'm not buying yet another copy of Doctor Who. Sheesh, I have the Tenet years at home in one of those big, huge collector's things. The only season I need again is season 1 because my season 1 disc, one of them's not working properly. So I already have everything from Eccleston up all the way to just about Jodie Whittaker, and I don't need any more. Heck, I even have classic Doctor Who collections I picked up from the BBC store when it was shutting down. Because, tip for you folks out there, if you have a DVD-ROM or Blu-ray player in your computer, chances are it's a region-free player. I have a 32-inch flat screen on my computer, so whenever I want to watch Classic Who, I pop in one of those DVDs or Blu-rays, and I can watch it just as readily if I was watching it on the quote-unquote approved region player. So that's a tip for y'all if you didn't know this. Chances are your DVD-ROM or whatever it is in your computer is a region-free player. There's no need to go out and buy one off of Amazon. There's no need to go find a hack code. Chances are your computer will do it for you. But the thing is, it's getting more and more rare. Come to think of it, because my new system, I don't believe has any players in it. Everything's going to the thumb drive now, that's right. But if you have a computer that still has one in it, there you go. Let's see. Wait, the series 1 to 13 set is US only? Alright, I didn't know that. Okay. I'm halfway tempted to go find my old monk robes I used to have for like Halloween and see if I can, green screen in a pulpit. Let us, Sonic. This gathering of the First Church of the approved Huvian canon is now in order. Let us recite the sacred rites. Thou shalt have no other doctors before heart. No. Okay, yeah, it is kind of chilly out here this morning. A little bit nippy, but not bad. Like I said, I'm not buying any more Blu-ray collections or anything like that. We've got so many. We've literally got like 3 big bookcases worth of DVDs. Yep.
Good morning, my union brother.
Good morning.
I love you. Don't let it go to your head. Stay humble.
That was Josette. Can you tell? Okay. Wait a minute. Who found out my top secret location? Someone's been leaking information. Probably Tharies. But meanwhile, back in Saturday land, you gotta love this. We're technically on strike. Our contract expired midnight Thursday, and yet here I am. We're still at work. Don't tell anybody. I said I'm on a remote location nowhere near Bad Wolf Studios or Roadblock, which is true. I'm a few thousand miles away from there. Oh, look. It's my vape. It looks like it's been chewed on by reptiles, but that's because it's a few years old now. Look at the pretty colors. And if you're young and watching this at home, if someone approaches you and asks you to use a nicotine product, tell them to shove it where the sun don't shine. I can tell you right now. The only reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to do other nicotine products. I have to see if I can get a hold of Chris Chibnall. That's one thing he's done that none of the other showrunners have done so far. He's been doing podcasts with fans, and that right there should tell you enough that, the guy has got to have, some major love for the show to be doing that. He doesn't have to do that. But of course, what the smart-ass answer would be, because he ain't got nothing else to do since he got fired. No, they couldn't fire him. That was the problem. Even if they wanted to. Yeah, but I'd rather do what I'm doing now than smoking any day of the week. Because I do not miss smoking at all. Well, folks, it's getting towards that time. Yeah.
Blessed day.
So we'll catch y'all later. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll see you all on the flip side, and hopefully you'll have a positive outlook coming up. Take care, everyone.